Welcome back everyone to the Audacious Money Witch channel where we talk about stocks and trading and a lot of fun things like Playboy. Did you hear me? Playboy. The rise and fall of Playboy stock. Playboy stock is now a penny stock. What happened? Playboy is one of the most recognizable lifestyle brands in the world that no one is talking about today. Shh, except for influencers like Kaitlyn Siragusa, known as Amouranth. In this video, I want to talk about why the most iconic Apple could be not only a bubble, but a value trap. Speaking of a bubble might pop, the Tesla bubble might finally have popped. Tesla is the first EV success, and I have proof that Jeremy Financial Education is short selling Tesla stock right now.
It's by far and away the highest price I've ever paid for Tesla shares, and it's not even close. This is by far and away the most I've ever paid for the stock. $214.92? Yeah.
Maybe because of this, in Chicago, where Playboy is founded, those Tesla supercharging stations, the ones are widely accepted by the traditional automakers like Ford, GM, Honda, Toyota, and Rivian. They're not working.
In other supercharging stations around the Chicago area.
Man, this is crazy. It's a disaster, seriously.
With temperatures falling into the negative double digits, these charging ports have stopped charging, leaving many Tesla owners stranded here in long lines since Sunday.
Nothing, no juice, it's still on 0%. And this is like 3 hours this morning being out here, after being out here 8 hours yesterday.
Has it been charging?
No, not at all.
It just isn't working.
At all. It's just frozen, and so I'm now getting it towed to the Tesla service center because that's my only option at this point.
Adding to their frustration, they say, is that they're getting no help when they call Tesla for assistance.
No response from Tesla. We have been suffering since yesterday afternoon.
These are unusually cold temperatures, but do you find this acceptable?
No, not at all.
People are trying to charge their cars and they're not working. What? Just imagine when it's negative double digits outside and you're freezing, it's snowing, your Tesla is low on juice. You go to the best charging network, the Tesla Supercharger network, the most widespread and recognizable charging network in the United States, and it doesn't work. And your Tesla can't go anywhere. It would be a nightmare. What do you think about EV now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So Jeremy is telling you he is buying the stock at 214, but he is actually shorting Tesla right in front of your eyes. It says short right here. I am not kidding. Take a look at this. All of his previous positions, except for this one, are longs. Only this one said short. One of the reasons why Tesla has been so successful as a company is because of Tesla stock hype from 2020 to 2021. As Elon sold more and more of his shares and diluting his shareholders, raising cash to pay down debt, which made Tesla's balance sheet the best in the entire auto industry. That is something Playboy failed to achieve. Yet Tesla stock never returned to all-time high of a level as of recent years, mainly because of the Fed's interest rate decision, partially because too many retails and Wall Street is already in the stock. Who else is buying? Even Jeremy is short selling. The hype has quickly faded by the cold hard reality of people freezing and failing to charge their Teslas, or Tesla spontaneously ignite and temperature of the cabin quickly rising. The hot leather heated seats exceeding the melting point of that leather wrapped steering wheel.
Model S Plaid burst into flames earlier this week while the owner was driving it.
Now let's get back to Playboy stock and Amouranth, who is in the industry. She is an American internet celebrity and webcam model. In December of 2021, Kaitlyn at Wild Kate Twitter account shared her stock investing tips. Being that she is super successful running her business empire and savvy at making money, she decided to share her stock buys of none other than the Playboy stock, known as PLBY Group. Bought myself some Playboy stock as an early Christmas present the other day, Kaitlyn tweeted. She bought herself 6,969 shares of Playboy stock at $27.94 a share. She paid around $30 for commission. Total, it cost her close to $200,000 for her Christmas present in 2021. Guess what happened to Playboy stock after 2021? It has fallen 96% to a penny stock at today being valued at 96 cents a share. After she bought it at $27 a share, and Kaitlyn has probably lost most of her $200,000, and if she still held the stock till this day. So is now a better time to get in, or is this baby going to BK like the chef? Let me know in the comment section below if you think it's going to go bankrupt. Let's continue to examine of the Playboy Enterprises parent company. First, let's quickly go through the history of Playboy Enterprise. In 1953, copywriter Hugh Hefner saw a demand for a gentleman's magazine. Recruiting 45 investors who cobbled together $8,000, a young Hef was ready to launch what would become Playboy. By the end of the 1950s, the magazine was selling 1 million copies a month, with a print sales peaking at 7.1 million copies of the November 1972 issue. Playboy made $12 million in profit that year. Playboy grew to be more than a magazine. It was a lifestyle. Hefner expanded Playboy Enterprises to include the Playboy clubs, designed to embody the glamorous and luxurious lifestyle marketed by the magazine. 50,000 members joined the original Playboy Club in Chicago in its first year. Soon, there would be 23 Playboy clubs around the world. But due to lack of innovation, all of the Playboy clubs were closed down by 1986. They had been losing money for years. Playboy also made the fatal mistake of not moving online fast enough. As the internet boomed, online searches for Playboy would literally return ads for their competitors. Playboy tried to offset its losses by licensing out its trademarked logo. Billions of dollars worth of merchandise with the bunny logo were sold. Playboy merchandise did well in Asia, especially China, but not today. The high sales numbers only returned small licensing revenue for Playboy. When Hefner passed away in 2017, Playboy seemed lost, and investors had been losing money for decades, as they are still losing money today. Today's Playboy is not Hugh Hefner's Playboy. Today's Playboy is run by a workforce that is more than 80% female. Ted, what do you think about it, that it's run by chicks and not Hugh Hefner? Oh my goodness, Ted says that is amazing. It's amazing that it's run by chicks now? Hot chicks? Hot Playboy chicks? He lived the life. What man doesn't want to be surrounded by hot chicks all day in bikinis? Oh yeah, Ted says, hot chicks in bikinis. However, the CEO of Playboy Group, Ben Cohn, who is not a female, he has been buying high and selling low on all of the merger and acquisition deals over the years. Quote, today's Playboy. Under Ben Cohn, on December 31st, 2019, Playboy acquired substantially all of the assets and liabilities of Yandy for cash consideration of $13.1 million. Yandy is an online retailer of women's lingerie, costumes, and swimwear. On April 5th, 2023, Playboy Group, a leading pleasure and leisure lifestyle company and owner of Playboy, announced that it has sold its Yandy Enterprises for $3 million. So he bought it for $13 million and 3 years later sold it for $3 million. This is buying high and selling low. This is what Jeremy did for the Honest Company. The sale is a part of the Playboy Group's transition to a capital-light model that will be focused on the company's most valuable brands, Playboy and Honey Burdette. Speaking of Honey Burdette, on June 29, 2021, Playboy under CEO Ben Cohn announced that it has entered into a definitive agreement to acquire Honey Burdette, the fast-growing luxury lingerie and lifestyle brand. The female-founded Australia-based business was established in 2006 and has significantly grown its consumer reach and operations to North America and Europe. Playboy has signed an agreement to acquire 100% of the equity of Honey Burdette for a purchase price of approximately $333 million in cash and stock. Just for FYI, quote, today's Playboy, including all the assets of Honey Burdette, are only valued at $69 million by the stock market. We are extremely excited to welcome Honey Burdette to Playboy Group, said Ben Cohn. We strongly believe in the power of brands and are thrilled by Honey Burdette's potential to become a multi-billion-dollar luxury lifestyle franchise. I've been enormously impressed by Eloise and the rest of the Honey Burdette team and the organic, rapid growth they've driven. Our plan is twofold: to leverage Playboy Group and the Playboy brand global operations to accelerate Honey Burdette's expansion into new territories and product categories, and to take advantage of Honey Burdette's superior product design, sourcing, and direct-to-consumer capabilities. This acquisition is expected to further our mission to become the leading pleasure and leisure lifestyle platform of our commitment to deliver long-term value to our shareholders. Well, that hasn't happened. Has it happened? Ted's saying no. The real winner is Eloise Monahan, founder and managing director of Honey Burdette. A female, she sold it all at the top. When I founded Honey Burdette 15 years ago, my ambition was to build a brand for women, by women. I'm thrilled to join Ben and the whole Playboy Group team on a mission to build a lifestyle of pleasure for all. It's not a pleasure for all because Playboy shareholders like Kaitlyn Amouranth have been losing all of their money. Ben Cohn said he will sell Honey Burdette at some point. I don't think he wants to sell, but he has no choice. Because of that $200 million debt on the Playboy balance sheet, as he keeps on selling the rest of Playboy's assets, Playboy's revenue will continue to decline. The Playboy Club, a creator platform, as he called it, is having a really hard time competing with OnlyFans because OnlyFans is first in the game. OnlyFans is currently valued around $18 billion and it has 190 million active users and 2.1 million of those are creators. Revenue was $2.5 billion in 2022 and $1.2 billion in 2021. OnlyFans' total 2022 profit was $525 million. So no more bunny business. Oh, Ted, don't cry. Oh, Ted's crying. Don't be sad, Ted. Okay? Well, not only is Playboy still losing $15 million in Q3, but their revenue has been declining also. Even the licensing revenue declined 27% year over year to $10.9 million. The decline is due to their China licensee can't pay. I think for Playboy to be turned around, Ben needs to step down. He clearly doesn't know what he is doing. If Eloise Monahan is in his CEO seat, I would love to jump into this bunny rabbit hole of Playboy stock. Would you like to be in the bunny seat? Oh yes, he wants to jump into the bunny rabbit hole, he says.